So what about this? Given that sine theta is negative 3 over 5 with theta in the third quadrant or quadrant 3, find cosine theta plus pi over 3, and letter B, find tangent of 2 theta. First muna, cosine of theta plus pi over 3. Suggestion. Ha? So you want to find the values muna? Sige, para ma-complete. So, check natin yung quadrant first. Quadrant 3. Sine negative, cosine negative. Tama? Y negative, X negative. So, parehong negative. Okay. 3 and 5. We already used those numbers before. Pythagorean triples dapat 4. So, cosine ng theta equals sa negative 4 over 5. Tama? So, third quadrant, cosine must be negative. So, we have the numbers that we need. So, we go back to cosine theta plus pi over 3. What is cosine of theta plus pi over 3 in a different form? So, stay with the identities. Cosine theta plus pi over 3. What should we do? Not yet. You don't need the... Well, later on, somehow. But let's focus on cosine theta plus pi over 3. We cannot put the numbers negative 4 over 5 and negative 3 over 5 directly. So, what should we do first? Tapos na yung triangle. We already established 4 and 5. 3 and 5. It's still in the same topic. Oh guys, what are we supposed to do? Dapat? Kunwari, may next step. Anong next step natin? Hindi pa reference angle yan. Wala pa sa reference angle. What's our next step? Kunwari, kayo nagsusulat. Anong next step niyan? Hindi nyo pa magamit yung negative 4 over 5 and negative 3 over 5 directly. You have to do something with cosine theta plus pi over 3. Hindi pa. Ano yan? Cosine theta cosine pi over 3 minus sine theta sine pi over 3. Dapat yan muna. Okay? Establish nyo muna yung identity. Because you cannot input the 4 over 5 and 3 over 5 or the negative 4 over 5 and negative 3 over 5. Okay, cosine of theta negative 4 over 5. Okay, so here you are free to convert the pi to 180 so that you could easily find the cosine of pi over 3. 60. So, sulat muna natin. Cosine of 60 minus sine of theta is negative 3 over 5.
No, if pi is pi over pi is equal to 180. 180 divided by 3 is 60. So you're going to find for the cosine of 60, which is 1/2.
Sa next step, yan, so sine of 60 pa rin yung pi over 3. So negative 4 over 5. So cosine of 60 ay 1/2 minus, ilagay natin yung plus, so 3 over 5 times sine of 60 ay square root of 3 over 2. Simplify. This must be negative 4 over 10. Kahit wag mo na mag-reduce. And then 3 square root of 3 over 10. The reason that I did not reduce the lowest term, because you have another fraction. If you reduce it, when you combine them, mag-change ka na naman. So, although we know that it's negative 2 over 5, wag muna. So since we didn't reduce the negative 4 over 10, it will be easy for us to combine the two in terms of 10. So we have negative 4 plus 3 square root of 3. Oh, wala kang i-reduce. Okay? Double check lang natin. Negative 4, 3 square root of 3 over 10. So that's the answer. Okay? And then we still have the second one, the tangent to theta. Oh, laging ganun. What is the first step? Nakita mo tangent to theta. Double angle muna. Okay? Kailangan ma-simplify mo. Double angle tangent to theta ay 2 tangent. So, we follow the same angle. And then, 1 minus tangent squared. Pag sinabing tangent squared, ibig sabihin yan, yung tangent theta mo na naka-square. Okay? Yan yung meaning yan. Okay. May value na ba tayo ng tangent theta? Wala pa, pero we can find the value. Okay? Try naman natin yung ibang way. In terms of sine and cosine, tangent is, diba, aside from y over x, meron pang iba. Sine over cosine. Kasi meron na tayong sine and cosine. Lalagay mo na lang. So, sine of theta ay negative 3 over 5. And then cosine ay negative 4 over 5. So, when you simplify this, cancel out yung 5. Cancel out yung negative signs. So, dapat 3 over 4. Okay? Or if you want to use y over x directly, you can get 3 over 4. Kasi y is 3 and x is 4. Okay? So, I'm just showing an alternative sine over cosine. Okay, so we are now ready to put the values. So, we have 2 times tangent, so that's 3 over 4, 1 minus 3 over 4 squared. Tama? 2 times 3 over 4, wag na muna tayo mag-reduce. Let's just write 6 over 4, 2 times 3, and then over 4, 1 minus square of 3 over 4. Square of 3 over 4 is 9 over 16. Okay, we simplify the denominator. This is 16. And you have, think of 1 as 16 over 16. So 16 minus 9 is 7. Okay, simplify. There are many ways. So the safest way is to multiply the reciprocal. And then if you can cancel, 16 and 4, that's 4. That is 24 over 7. Or you can also reduce, change it into a mixed number form. 3 and 3, 7. Kasi 7 times 3 plus 3. So, same answer. Sa answer key, the 24 over 7 is already accepted. Okay?